on, everybody, come on in. Come on in. Talk about it. Where you from? 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 Everybody, where you from? Oh, boy. I don't know if it's in the description or what. I don't know. Where you from? Where you from? I see one on here. I see one. Let's see how many we can get in here this morning. Start the day out right. I tell y'all about my weekend. My weekend was good. It was good. You know, I ain't gonna, they say ain't that perfect. I ain't gonna even claim that. I'm still here. You do. Thanks for that like. Thank you for that like. You doing good to make it through a weekend this day and time, man. Cause people it just ain't the same. They used to say, it take a village to raise, and then people be like, the village ain't there no more. The village still there. Everybody hit that like. What's up now? Like Arabic. I can't speak Arabic, but thank you for joining the channel. Hit that like button for me. But they say it take a village to raise a child, and nowadays they say the village ain't there no more. It ain't that the village ain't there. It ain't the people ain't there. You gotta have the same kind of people you had back in the day that sat down and helped you through life. You got to be a person to sit down and listen. I don't care how old you are. You can always learn something new. I appreciate that. You have a great day too. No name, no name. I'll take that. Hey, hit that like button, man. Subscribe. We're gonna do some live throughout all the day, man. Tell me where y'all from, man. Where you from? No name. I see 11 people watching. Let me know where y'all from. Let me know where you from. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. Let me know where you from. Cali, oh, that's what's up. My cousin down here from Cali, man. He from actually from Vegas. I am from Las Vegas. He been down here now for about 2 years, man. Florida, Donald Trump, Florida. That what's up, man. Hit that like button for me, Donald Trump, and subscribe, man. What tell me what you doing, everybody, man? What they doing? What you doing in your city this weekend, man? What kind of events y'all had going on this weekend? I just had my school alumni. It was a whole week. It lasted a whole week. It was pretty good, except for that last day. Memphis 10. Oh, man, you right up the street. Yeah, man, y'all, we neighbors. Memphis 10, that's right up the street. My children, I got kids. My daughter and my son, they go to Kentucky, college in Kentucky. It's called Bureau. So you right next door, man. I ain't been to the 10 in about 8, 9 years, man. That was one of the best times and I had in my life, man. The best week I had in my life, man. I just decided to go. I know how Memphis ain't no different than Birmingham. You just got to know how to move. I definitely enjoyed myself, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. What you do for the weekend, no name? Y'all ain't had no big events, concerts, anything come through? I think I heard was it Booster or somebody before they came up there and did a concert this weekend? I know Cali, they always have concerts, and you know, yeah. What city you from? No name in Cali. Exactly. You know what city in California you from? Yeah, what city you from? Yeah, what city you from, man? Well, let me ask y'all a question, man. Well, y'all getting y'all thoughts together. Let me ask y'all a question, man. I'm pretty sure uh, a lot of us don't agree with nonsense like unnecessary violence for us the kids. Like they call them YNs now. You know, I call them TBs. You know what I'm saying? Uh, need to come up off the mamas. You know what I'm saying? They don't. Young men aren't thinkers anymore. They're very emotional. Oh man, I hate to hear that, man. Man, you like man, you will get along. Man, I'm finna in the next probably in the next hour. I'm finna go fishing right now. You know, it's a lot of lakes down here in Birmingham. And man, last week for last, man, I caught me a 6 pound 4 ounce, a 6 pound 4 ounce bass. We had our bass. Let me see, Trump, you from Florida, so y'all got them bass that's colorful. I want to come catch one of them, man, to see how they fight. You know what I'm saying? But we got just, the usual largemouth bass. I'm gonna if you go through my videos, you will see, man, that fish was so big, and I'm talking about that I almost shook the pants up off of me. You know what I'm saying? It's on my channel. Yeah, peacock bass. Yeah, man, that's a pretty fish. That's when they said peacock. I said, okay, that's Florida version of a largemouth bass to me. You know, but it kind of look like a man. From what I seen, that's what I saw. I saw a video a man fishing for one. I don't know. I think he was in a park or something like that, or like a pond. But I think in that video, as he was catching it, not a big alligator, but a kind of medium-sized alligator came up and was trying to get in, and he went to running with it. You know what I'm saying? I know they get. We have little crocodile issues out there in Florida too. But a peacock bass look to me like a carp. It got the body of a carp, but it ain't got the mouth of a carp. You know what I'm saying? And I know carp only eat vegetation. But yeah, you talking my talk when you talk that fishing, man. I'm gonna go out today and try to catch me a couple of nice bass. And I like bass fishing because it's faster. I don't like catfish and all that. It's kind of slow to me. I like that fast fishing striped bass. I like to fish with striped bass, crappie. Uh, I do carps. Carps is slow. It depends on if you're in a pond or a lake that got a lot of carps in it. But yeah, man, I know you is waiting on that knee surgery. Something serious, man. This gonna put you down for a week. You had it 4 weeks ago, so yeah, you gonna really have you about 8 weeks till you get back right, man. You know what I'm saying? 6 to 8 weeks. Did you get a did they give you a plastic knee or did they give you that aluminum one or whatnot? No Name, you still on here, my guy? You still on here? Oh, you got a metal and a plastic replacement. So they had to swap it out or what? I was looking at it. Yeah, I figured that. So you had that knee replacement a while ago, and they had to go back in and redo it. That sounded like some what happened with my auntie, man. Her hip, she had a hip replacement, and she got it did at like 95, 96, and her screws started bagging out for some reason. I don't know. Just 2 years ago, man, that's crazy. I know you dreaded to hear that they had to go back, had to cut you back open, man. But as long as they get you right, that's the main objective to get you right, man. I hope this one work out well for you. You know, I really do. But yeah, Don, let me tell you about this, man. My alma mater weekend. I don't know if y'all do that in Florida. Every so many years, like down here in Birmingham in the South, we have them every year. Some people wait 10 years, or we have them every year. Now we've been doing this since like 2004. Okay, they fixed it. Okay, okay, that's good. That's good, man. That's good to hear. But yeah, we had our alma mater week. We have a whole week of events that we do. They wait till the last day, man, for somebody to get the acting foolish and want to shoot, which was the younger guy. They call them young YNs. I call them, like I said, sugar babies. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is like they don't know how to control their emotions. And the time I'm an aged baby. It's certain things you didn't do around women, children, and elders. You know what I'm saying? And it was at least 1,000 people out there, and a little dispute broke out, man. And the first thing these children grabbed, I I ain't in. I can say I ain't in the best of shape right now. It ain't. It's probably because I smoke. But if it was still them days the way you could, get you a good fight in, a fight in, you disagree, fight, shake hands, go on about your business, I still be in shape, man. You can't think about fighting these little dudes now, man. You can't thump them. You can't send that. You can't even send that to them. You can't crack on their shoes. You can't say, "Hey, man, your shoes untied." What they clutching? They want to hold. Everybody want to be tough. Don't nobody want to be gentle. A gentle. Everybody want to be a gangster. And wouldn't have made it in the 90s at all. The 80s at all. That wouldn't have been. You right here doing all this stuff, man, and hitting innocent bystander, man. People go come see you. And even back then, the police were more like the community, you know, police. They knew you, you know, and you had. I didn't see growing up, it used to be a lot of domestic situations or whatever, whatever. Just said my auntie get into it with her husband. Her husband put her hands on her, and the police get called, and just at the same time the police get called. The brothers, my auntie brothers, like my uncles pulling up. Man, them police back then used to sit back and watch, man, and let her brothers go to work on them, you know, and they didn't go to jail, you know. It's like the principles and morals are totally flipped upside down these days, man. That's why I go fishing. That's why I go fishing, man. When you fishing, you can't pay attention to nothing but that line, that fishing line. You can hear the sounds and everything around you, but you focus on that line, that bite. That's how I started fishing. I hadn't been fishing that long. I probably been fishing all in all together probably about 6, 7 years. But once I started, I got hooked. My other pastime was pool, shoot pool. But yeah, it don't make no kind of sense, man. How it is today, man. You gotta find your hobby and get out the way. Be low key. I tell you, I tell you, my friend. And then I know you get tired of sitting up in that house too. What you got a boot on? They got you with a boot on. I know they took the little cast off or whatever. They got you with a boot on. Okay. Guess we radio silent now. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably get back on, man, when I get up and get to moving around. I just ca- I just came through real quick, real quick. But for the ones that's still on here, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Come back and holler at me, man. I just wanted to tap in with y'all, see where y'all from, see what y'all had going on this weekend, man. Yeah, man. I hope everybody had a good weekend. To be honest with you, man, you know, you gonna have some. I always have one bad apple in the bunch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I have a good one, man. I'm gonna tap back in a little later. Yeah, I'm gonna tap back in a little later. Done, man. You have a good one, Kelly. You have a good one. No name. Have a good one, my friend. You know what I'm saying? TA, you have a good one too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a good one, man. I'm gonna get back in there with y'all later on.